Welcome to Master Maven Power User Institute, episode 167. Today we're going to be sharing documents and folders on OneDrive. First, why would you want to do this? For one thing, it's automatically updated, so if you're used to emailing people, say, a Word document, and then you make updates to that Word document, and you have to email it back to them again, well, in this case, whenever they check it, it'll be the updated version. Next, it saves storage space. With that email analogy again, depending on how many people you're sharing a document with, there could be multiple copies floating around that all have to be stored on mail servers or on hard drives. So, in this case, there's just one version that everybody can look at online. Once again, if you're using email, sometimes you run into problems where files are just too big. For instance, if you're trying to send somebody a song. And finally, multiple users can edit a document when it's online without, once again, having to email it back and forth. In fact, you can do it in real time to where more than one person can be editing at once. We're going to use two methods today. First, the onedrive.com website. And second, the app that's on the start screen, which doesn't actually have as many options, but you might find it easier to do. Alright, so let's start off with the OneDrive website, which we are going to use Chrome to get into. Back out of this. And we're going to open up Chrome and go to onedrive.com. Alright, now you see blue here are folders, and then your documents are white. I'm going to go to this folder, and we're going to share Bill Grogan's Goat. There's a couple ways to get here too, so when you're using the touch screen or just the mouse pointer here with the touchpad, if you go to the corner and click, then it gives you the option to share up here. You can also right click then once you've selected a document or multiple documents, you can right click by pressing two fingers down or by pressing at the bottom right hand corner of your touchpad, and that'll give you the option to share. It looks like I accidentally deselected the other one. Or you can just right click in the first place on a document, and that should do it too, but it's not. There it is. Alright, so we're going to go to share. You get two options about sharing it. One is you can invite people to share, so only those people will be able to share it. So we're going to share it with Bill Gates here, and then you can type a little something about hey, check out Bill Grogan's Goat. Now right now Bill can edit my document, and let's say I don't want him transposing all the chords to the key of A sharp on me. Well, then I'm going to click on this and instead change it to where he can only view it. He does need a Microsoft account to log in. You can change that too, and then you just click share and it sends them an email. The next way you can do it, we'll go back to share here. Next way you can do it is to get a link that you can share with people, which is right here. So you can just copy and paste that into an email, or let's say you're putting it into a document of some sort. You can also get a shorter link by clicking right there, so it just looks a little nicer when you put it in your document. Now, right now it's shared with anybody who has this. So if I send it to somebody in an email, then they can forward it to somebody else and forward it to somebody else, and so anybody can view this link, which is fine at the moment. Let's say I wanted instead, I'm going to create a link where people can actually edit this document as well. Then here's the link right here for all the people that can edit the document. But I've decided that, you know what, I don't want everybody just editing my document, so now I can remove that link right here. And now it's only possible for people with this link to view it. Once again, I can remove that as well. And right now it's just me that can see this. It's also possible to make it public so that anybody can just find this, even if you don't publish it, even if nobody else shares it. People can just search the web for Bill Grogan's Goat and they'll happen upon my document. So if for some reason you want everybody in the world to be able to just search for this, then you can do it public there. Most of the time you'll probably have it either as view or edit. And once again, too, depending on what you're sharing, if you don't want everybody to be able to share it with more people and lots of people to be able to see it, then the safest way to do it is to invite people and then require them to log in. So depending on what you're sharing. Alright, so that is how to use Google Chrome and the OneDrive, onedrive.live.com, or you can just type in onedrive.com. Alright, now we're going to go, I'm going to press the Windows button, and we are at the start screen. Alright, and here is my OneDrive app, which, if you go down to the apps here, of course you can also have it here. I've already pinned it to my start screen right here to make it easier for myself. Alright, once again we've got our blue for folders, and we've got white for documents. Let's say I wanted to share an entire folder. Well, you've got a couple options here. Right here you can see that it says swipe, it went away. It says down swipe or right click to select. So I can right click, which I seem to not be used to yet. And down here it brings up the option to share. Or the other option is, and you won't be able to see me do this, but I am going to press on it until that pops up and then swipe down, and then it still gives me that same option to share. So I'm going to share all these lyric sheets, and you have the same options again. You can either invite people, in which case you type in their email address again, and here's where you can change whether you want them to be able to view it only or edit also, and whether or not they need to log in. So it just depends on how tightly you want to protect whatever it is you're sharing. And then the second option again is to get a link. Same options again for view and edit. The app, like I found with a lot of these, the apps isn't as robust as something you could do on the desktop side. So I haven't found any way that you can shorten the link here. Instead, it is copied already. So it's on the clipboard. If you want to go to your email program, you can just hit paste, Control V if you want to. The other option is if you hit share to here, it'll bring up apps that you can use to share it instead. And that pretty much covers how to share a folder. Or earlier we talked about how to share files. It's going to be the same way here, using either the app or using the OneDrive.com. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this installment of Master Maven Power User Institute.